Okay, today we're looking at journal page 30, factor sum and difference of cubes. Sum of two cubes, a cubed plus b cubed equals parentheses a plus b, parentheses a squared minus ab plus b squared. Difference of two cubes, a cubed minus b cubed equals parentheses a minus b, parentheses a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay? All right, if you would finish up your notes. All right, so I'm going to use some colors to help distinguish. So I'm going to use a blue and a green, okay, if you'd like to get those before we get started. All right, now the first thing to do is write down the two formulas from your notes on the page so we can reference them on each problem, okay? Now here, you can see in example 1, we have a cubed minus b cubed. So what we need to do is identify a and b. So a equals, we have to figure out what cubed gives you 2x cubed. Well, the answer to that is 2x, okay? And then b is not negative. Notice b is right here, okay? So, and sorry, that equal sign got really messed up. Let's try that again. Equals, okay, well, what cube gives you 27? Well, the answer to that is 3. Okay, now that we have a and b, we're going to use this formula right here. So a minus b parentheses a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay, so now we just have to plug the numbers in. Okay, so a is 2x, so that's 2x minus b, which is 3, parentheses 2x squared plus 2x times 3 plus 3 squared. So then you have 2x minus 3. Okay. Parentheses, 2 squared is 4, x squared is x squared, plus 2 times 3 is 6, or I should say 2x times 3 is 6x, plus 3 squared is 9. And then you're done. Okay. Example 2. So we need to figure out what a and b are. So a equals, well, you have to figure out what cubed gives you 125x cubed. Well, the answer to that is 5 cubed gives you 125, and x cubed gives you x cubed. So a is 5x. And then b equals, well, what cubed gives you 64? The answer to that is 4. Okay. So now we have to figure out which formula. It's a cubed plus b cubed, so we're using this formula. So a squared, oh, I'm sorry, a plus b times a squared minus a b plus b squared. Okay, so now we just plug the numbers in. So a is 5x, so that's 5x plus b is 4, parentheses 5x squared minus a, which is 5x, times b, which is 4, plus 4 squared. So then that's 5x plus 4 times 5 squared is 25, x squared is x squared. Negative 5x times 4 is minus 20x, plus 4 squared is 16. All right, go ahead and finish up example 1 and 2. All right, let's take a look at example 3. Okay. So again, we need to figure out what A and B are. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. We have to take a step back, and we need to factor out the greatest common factor. So in this case, we factor out, I believe, a 4x, which leaves 1x cubed plus 27. Okay. Now, we're going to remember the 4x, but we're going to focus on A and B now. So A equals 1x, and B equals 3, because 3 cubed gives you 27, and 1x cubed gives you 1x cubed. Okay. So now, we can't forget about the 4x. That's 4x times, we go back to the formula, so it's A cubed plus B cubed. So we come back to here. So then that's A plus B, parentheses, A squared minus AB plus B squared. Okay, so then we have 4x times, let's fill in the numbers. So A is 1x, so 1x plus 3 times 1x squared minus 1x times 3 plus 3 squared. So then that's 4x times 1x plus 3 times 1x squared minus 3x plus 9. All right, go ahead and finish up example 3. Now, example 4, it looks like we have a greatest common factor of, it looks like 2x squared. So we factor out 2x squared, which leaves 1x cubed minus 8. Okay, so we need to figure out what A and B are. So A is 1x, and B is 2, because 2 cubed gives you 8, and 1x cubed gives you 1x cubed. Now, we can't forget about the 2x squared, and then we apply the equation. So that's A cubed minus B cubed, so we're using this one right here. So then that's A minus B parentheses A squared plus AB. Oh, that got it right. Okay. Plus B squared. Okay. So again, we have 2x squared. Well, A is 1x minus B is 2. So 1x squared is 1x squared plus 1x times 2 plus 2 squared, which is 2x squared times 1x minus 2 times 1x squared plus 1x times 2 is 2x plus 2 squared is 4. Fix that squared. All right, go ahead and finish up example 4. Okay. All right, let's take a look at example 5. Now, what you need to first do is rewrite this so that the x to the 6th power is in the front, so negative x to the 6th plus 8. Okay. Now we need to figure out what a and b are. So a equals, we have to figure out what cubed gives you, and actually let me take a step back. You never want a negative in front of here, so we're going to factor out the -1, which leaves x to the 6th power minus 8. Okay. Now we have to figure out what cubed gives you x to the 6th power. The answer to that is 1x squared, because x squared cubed equals x squared times x squared times x squared. Yeah, the exponent is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is x to the 6th. Okay, and then b equals 2, because 2 cubed gives you 8. Now we can't forget about the -1, so -1, and then we apply the formula, which is, that's a cubed minus b cubed, so we're using this form right here. So that is a minus b, parentheses, a squared plus ab plus b squared. Okay. Let's light it, and sorry, dealing with lighting sometimes can be difficult in a video. Okay, so now we plug in the numbers. So -1, parentheses, 1x squared minus 2, parentheses, 1x squared squared plus 1x squared times b, which is 2 plus 2 squared. Okay, so -1, 1x squared minus 2. When you square squared, you multiply. 2 times 2 is 4, so that's 1x to the 4th plus 2 times 1x squared is 2x squared plus 4. All right, finish up example 5. All right, example 6. Okay, so we need to figure out a. Well, we have to figure out, well, what cubed gives you x cubed? The answer to that is 1x. And then we need to figure out b. So we have to figure out what number cubed gives you 9. Well, let's take a look here. 1 cubed equals 1. 2 cubed equals 8. And 3 cubed equals 27. There is not a number cubed that will give you 9. So we stop there and we say that it's not factorable by the sum and difference of cubes. Okay, so go ahead and finish up your examples and start working on your assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.